Pisces and Pisces rising. Welcome to your Aftermoon report. If you haven't followed me over here from Instagram or from my blog at starsandspoons.com, my name is Leah. I'm a longtime tarot reader. I'm an astrology student and an artist, and I like to read cards and do astrology, especially for spoonies, people dealing with chronic illness, chronic depression, chronic anxiety. But I think my readings can apply to everyone, so stick around and see if any of the messages resonate for you. We are coming out of that new moon in Aries, which I want to talk about even though it was a while ago, because it was kind of a big one in the sense that it was not just a new beginning, but it was also kind of closing the door on something, a little bit of a closure moon, a little bit of a closing of a chapter. So, and that new moon for Pisces and Pisces rising fell in the second house, lit up that second house, which is your possessions, your finances, your resources, your physical resources, and also your, a little bit of like what you want, physically, like what you desire, what you value. Your material needs. So with that in mind, we have a new beginning and the closing of a chapter. So let's look at the energy you're coming out of and the energy you're coming into. I have already pulled some cards, and then as we're talking, I'll pull a few more. For what you're leaving behind, what you're coming out of, we started with the Hierophant. So it's definitely a time of learning, especially spiritually learning. The Hierophant is all about sort of conventional wisdom, and even I think sometimes learning from our past and ancestors, but also I'm seeing just a time of really digging deep spiritually and looking into things. We've also got the Star. So I see you coming out of a difficult time into a time of hope, coming into the light after some darkness. And the Ace of Pentacles. So you're ending that chapter on a new beginning. So that's kind of fitting with that new moon. A new beginning in the Pentacle realms, which makes sense for that moon lighting up that second house. Let's see what else we've got. What we're moving into, we got the Page of Pentacles, which is funny, that came up for Aquarius as well. And I shuffled the shit out of these cards, so there's some shared energy going on there. Page of Pentacles. So keep an eye out for messages coming in about finances, about, my little Lakshmi. About finances coming in, about messages about finances, messages about material realm things, the coins, home life, career. And please also remember that work does not have to be conventional, as people dealing with chronic illness, people dealing with chronic anxiety and depression, all of these different things. We do all kinds of work, Sometimes just managing your symptoms and your pain and getting to your doctor's appointments is a job. So keep your mind open when I say work. There's all kinds of work in this world, and they're all valid and important work. So messages coming in about that. I also got the Hangman. So this month is a little bit about just stepping back and getting some perspective on things. If you notice, the hangman is never, even though he's tied up and hanging there, or they are strung up and hanging there, they're always have a peaceful expression on the face. There's always a peaceful expression because they're just dangling there and getting a look at things from a different angle. So that's a little bit what this month is about. And especially for second house stuff, if there's stuff you've been worried about financially, or with your home, or with regarding your resources, if you have been having some struggles, or even just a lot going on in that area, even if it's not bad stuff, it could be a lot. It might be, this month might be a good time to just step back and take a broader look at it, get a bigger picture, shift your perspective, look at it from a different angle. Also got the Ace of Cups for you, which also came up for Aquarius, even though I shuffled a lot. So another shared energy there. And actually, the aces, like, look, you've got two aces. The aces are just showing up for all the signs this month. So we've got a lot of fresh start, fresh beginning. And Ace of Cups is a beautiful card. Sometimes it's about new love. A lot of times it's an emotional new beginning. But your cup, I mean, look at her. Her cup is overflowing. It's a happy card. So that's a really nice energy to be stepping into. We've also got the Four of Wands, which is a nice card. You've gotten to a good place spiritually, and you can celebrate that a little bit right now, or a lot. I don't mean a little bit. I also got the Lovers. So the Lovers, I'm going to pull a few more cards to see if I can get clarification on that, because that can be a tricky card to read because it has several meanings. It can sometimes be about a big decision that you, especially decisions you have to use your heart, your intuition to make. It can be about new partnership. It can be about soulmates, but it's often more than that. It's often more, it's a little deeper than that, actually. So I'm going to pull a few more cards on that one, because we could be looking at a big decision. We could be looking at a new partnership. Partnerships come in different forms. And I don't know, with this Ace of Cups, with the Ace of Cups, it very well could be a new love interest, a new partner. And goodness knows we can all use more love, right? We can all use more of that. So go ahead, Pisces. It looks good for you. And then I've also got, so we've got the Wheel of Fortune. So wherever you are on the wheel, when the Wheel of Fortune card is kind of funny that way, because wherever you are on the wheel, that wheel is turning now. That's what this card means. So if you've been here at the bottom, it's turning around and you're coming up on top. And that's kind of the direction I see it going, because I also pulled the King of Cups, which is pretty much where you little fishies want to be. That's where we water signs want to be, the King of Cups. We've got our emotional shit together. We've got our family stuff together. We've got, we're in a great emotional place. We're in a good family place. It's a great place to be for a water sign. So that's lovely. Let me get some cards on these Lovers and get some closing messages for the end of April. Just asking what this Lovers card is for Pisces and Pisces rising. Also, please be sure to check your rising sign. If you don't know your rising sign, you can go to somewhere like astro.com and get a free chart and find out your rising or ascendant your rising sign or your ascendant sign. Because a lot of times the house information will cover more with the rising sign. So you might actually relate more to your rising sign, but I think there's messages in both. I like to watch both for myself when I'm watching and reading horoscopes and stuff. So I recommend checking out both. And also check out your moon sign. I don't tend to relate so much to my moon sign as far as horoscopes go. But yeah. Two of Swords. Okay, so that came up with the Lovers on clarification. So some kind of decision. Now that could be relating to a person, but definitely some kind of choice. Some kind of choice. Don't make it blind. Think about it. Look at all the facts. With that Two of Swords, you want to look at all the facts and look at every angle. You want to make a balanced decision. The Lovers is also a big balance card. So that's going to be important. You want to make your decisions from a balanced place. And that Four of Wands comes up too. A lot of balance here. Okay. Queen of Cups, which also tells me emotional decision and possibly a decision regarding a water woman or water queen, a water feminine energy, not necessarily a woman. Queen of Cups, emotional decision. Not so much a second house decision. So this is moving towards the end of April that I'm thinking about here. So, yeah, decisions coming up. And it's either an emotional decision or it's a decision regarding water sign with that Queen of Cups energy. A nurturing and person who's in their feelings. So definitely it's gonna be emotional, whether or not that's about a person or whether that's just the nature of the decision. All right, let's get one last message for the end of April. Ooh, whoa, one message, not the whole deck, please. All right. One last card here, and I will be back for after the full moon. I like to do after moon reports because I find it difficult to make videos or blog posts during the build up to the full and new moons. I'm a Cancer, so I'm ruled by the moon, and B, I think inflammation can get worse during those times. So I just like to check in, and it's nice to check in after the moons too. Oh, we got Strength. So you have what it takes. You are strong, Pisces. You are really strong. I think sometimes we water signs forget how strong we are. We forget that water can create canyons, you know? So, water created the Grand Canyon, so I don't know. At least I think so. Did I just make that up? I don't think I did. I make myself sound real uneducated here. I'm actually okay with that though. We're releasing perfectionism as water signs, right? We're letting go of perfectionism because, this Nine of Wands keeps coming up, so I'm just going to go ahead I was gonna let that slide, but the cards were like, nope. So Nine of Wands is when you're, it can be you're in a defensive position. Um, and I wonder if this is regarding this decision that keeps coming up, or this Lovers, Two of Swords. I don't know, but I'm just gonna get one more. I didn't really see it going in that direction. Hang on, Pisces. Alright, well, King of Pentacles reversed. I mean, kind of getting the feeling this might be a message for, like, a specific Pisces, but I don't know. High Priestess. Look, I don't know what to make of this exactly, except that what I can say is if you are feeling this, if this is you, Pisces, watching this, if you are feeling backed up against the wall, if you are feeling like you're in a defensive position, tap into this High Priestess energy. Listen, take a deep listen to your intuition. Go inside for answers. And this King of Pentacles reverse, if you're dealing with a tricky earth sign, keep in mind that earth signs, especially, I would say especially Virgos and Tauruses, are going through a lot right now. So, actually Capricorn too, when you think about it, because we've got that North Node in Cancer, so Capricorns are feeling it too. So the earth signs are going through a lot right now, and I think sometimes we can get frustrated with them. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just saying, just keep that in mind, that earth signs are going through a lot right now. They're coming out of a really difficult time, and they're going to get better. So at least the ones that are like working on themselves and moving in the right directions, And we're ending on the Magician. That has been coming up a lot too for a lot of signs, and my feeling is that we're entering a really good time for being able to actually bring our dreams and our ideas into life. We're going to be able to bring them to life now. You have everything you need to bring it to life creatively and in any realm, because if you look, the Magician always has one item from each of the realms of life. They've got a wand, a pentacle, a sword, a cup, and you have everything you need from any area of life that you need to pull it from. So that's a really nice energy to end on. End of April, I think, is looking really great for you. Keep in mind your Wheel of Fortune and your King of Cups as your outcome, stepping into a really nice time for Pisces. I will see you at the next Aftermoon report. I love you, Pisces and Pisces rising. Have a beautiful rest of April, and I'll check in with you after that full moon, after that blue moon, because it's the second full moon this month. So it's a blue moon. That's exciting. Blue moon, I saw you standing alone. Do you remember those little mice in the Babe movie? Okay, anyway, they used to sing in the little corner in that original Babe movie. Yeah, go look that up after this. Love you.